Okay, hi everyone. So this actually is my video this is for the world. This is my dedication to everyone on the planet. Something my mom wrote, and I wanted to share it because I think it's kind of neat. And it says at the top in capital letters, "You are very important. Think about this. You may not realize it, but it's 100% true." And there are 15 things listed here that I'm going to list off to you. And these 15 things are 100% true. At least 2 people in this world love you so much they would die for you. At least 15 people in this world love you in some way. The only reason anyone would ever hate you is because they want to be just like you. A smile from you can bring happiness to anyone, even if they don't like you. Every night, someone thinks about you before you go to sleep. Well, before they go to sleep. Sorry. You mean the world to someone. If not for you, someone may not be living. You are special and unique. Someone that you don't even know exists loves you. When you make the biggest mistake ever, something good comes from it. When you think the world has turned its back on you, take a look. You most likely turned your back on the world. When you think you have no chance of getting what you want, you probably won't get it. But if you believe in yourself, probably sooner or later, you will get it. Always remember the compliments you receive. Forget all the rude remarks. Always tell someone how you feel about them. You will feel much better when they know. If you have a great friend, take the time to let them know that these things are for them too. And then she typed, "Love, Marcia Snow," at the bottom. So, yeah, I thought it was really something worth sharing and, you know, letting it be heard. I think we get lonely and feel like there's no one there, but it's really not the case because I'll give you an example. I was in a parking lot running out to the car from Ross. I was shopping with my mom in Riverside, California, and I was about 13, 14. I'm 34 now. And a woman was walking through the parking lot just in gloves and baggy, dirty sweatshirt and not particularly begging. And I gave her, I had $5 and I gave her a $5 bill and I said, "Here you go." And she almost didn't take it. And I said, "No, I want you to have it." And I still think about her. I didn't know her. I saw her one time, and I'm sure she'd been there for many years. There was a lot of homeless people in Riverside when I was growing up. A lot of mentally, I guess, a little insane, yeah. They were able to sign themselves out back in the 70s or something, and so there's just a bunch of elderly, mentally ill, and insane people that weren't dangerous. If they were dangerous, they weren't able to get themselves out. But anywho, so I still think about her, and another person that I still think about is he's not a little boy anymore, but his name was Damien, and he was 3, and I met him just briefly, and I wished I had gotten like the police involved and had gotten him help. And I did go back to try and get him, but they were gone. And I think of him quite often. A little boy named Damien. And he was so sweet. Just so sweet, but in the worst place he could ever be. If you all want to hear that story, you can just let me know. I won't get into it now. But yeah, I wanted to share this. You are very important. And I think the more we love ourselves and have love for ourselves, the better we really can do. And, you know, it branches out from there. You know, what we have it determines what we can do. And I think the really neat thing about human beings is, you know, our spirit and our drive and our willingness to do, you know, like a muscle, it can be built and exercised and become stronger and stronger and stronger. So that's amazing that we can do that. And they're watching Nickelodeon cartoons in there. Are you talking to me, Jay, or are you talking to your brother? But yeah, we're able to do really amazing things when we focus in and, you know, wake up from the illusion in all aspects of life. You know, something that really stuck with me, I was watching Michelle Lowe's channel this morning, and the video where she shows Raw Bliss, his video of eating insects, bugs, that was being challenged or commentaried or whatever you want to call it by Frank Tufano. And, you know, just like Michelle was so there, you know, she's so level, like she wasn't glamorizing it like, oh, ew, oh, you know, she was genuinely, from what I perceived, disgusted by it, you know, and she did see it, you know, most people watching that will see, oh, someone's eating something so disgusting, but as a vegan, as an ethical vegan, you look at those bugs, they're like giant grubs, a type of worm, you know, they're crawling around, they're exploring, how they can get out, they're wondering how they're going to get out of this situation when this Raw Bliss, this guy that chooses to just only eat fruit and bugs, not a vegan, never was, picking up with chopsticks, you know, they're squirming, they're trying to get away, they're looking all around, you know, it's just, you can see it there, and there's no reason. The people filming are starting to chuckle and laugh, and he's talking about this is a source of dense nutrient or so on and so forth, and for survival this would be, you know, ideal, you know, and all the while they're laughing about it. He's trying to bite into this grub and he can't even bite into it. Instead he's hurting it, he's smashing it down and not busting it open, so he's harming it and hurting it, and it was torturous. It was squirming and trying, when he would bite this grub, it would turn and try and bite back. People who attempt to eat these bugs, pop their heads off first so they can chew them up and ingest them, you know, because otherwise you can't hardly get your hands on them, you can't hardly keep them in your mouth because they're, you know, tough, not meant for us to be eaten. And a point that this Raw Bliss, what he was saying, why he tried to justify what was good to eat these grubs, giant grubs, well, they are a pest. They are getting into coconut trees. That's their main source of food, and they're getting into coconut trees and destroying the coconut trees. Okay, so when does it become the insect's fault when we take out habitat to, you know, grow food? Since when is it our fault, their fault, to go to the food source that they would always go to? You know? Too bad, so sad. It's just madness. It's just absolute madness. They serve their purpose in this ecosystem. They are their own life force. Other predators that may feed on them are the ones that feed on them, not us. You know, he's sitting there talking about survival, trying to eat a grub with chopsticks while his stupid friends are chuckling and laughing like it's something funny, and the bug is I keep saying insect, but insects have 6 legs, so I don't think that these were insects, unless they had like little nubs that I couldn't see closely. Anyways, laughing like it's funny. You know, he's sitting here talking about survival and all this, but, you know, he's got on clothes, you know, they are filming, nobody is in danger, it's just attention seeking, and then Frank Tufano picks it up and tries to turn it into something that, you know, has to do with veganism. Ugh. So, it gets rough out there, and the funny thing is, we just keep rolling with it, and, you know, sometimes when the storm gets rough in the ocean, you know, those waves come crashing, you surrender and you go with it, and you survive, because fighting those waves, you tire yourself out and you drown. You know, this nonsense, you just have to wait out the storm, you know. It's unfortunate because they're these followers of these carnivores and psycho fruitarians. Not all fruitarians are bad, you know, I'm not saying that, but you know, that is disgustingly heinous to do what he did. But when you see this going on, it's just a big storm, and their followers are listening to that, feeding into it, and even though it's dying out, you know, veganism is reaching critical mass, the world is waking up. People are realizing the climate crisis. They're becoming aware of that somewhat. You know, we're waking up, and hopefully we'll rise before it's too late. Yeah. So, yeah, I just want to get on and talk a little bit because I got inspired by Michelle Lowe. I just love what she does. I love how she edits. I'm going to figure out how to do some editing and stuff, like I've said, and figure out my computer. As, you know, more subscribers come, I do want it to be entertaining. But for me, you know, when I watch stuff, I do like entertaining videos and everything, but I really appreciate people just sitting down and talking. I really like that connection a lot, and I think it's genuine. Not that other people aren't, but, you know, it feels genuine. Hi, guys! So, goodbye, everyone. I will talk to you later. Go vegan. Those are Mimi's writings.